We're live. Welcome to Behind the Mask. You're here with Gilly, the child, and Marky Mark. How you going, everybody?
What's up, guys? Good. How are you?
Good, guys.
2021.
Yes.
Here.
What a year it's been so far.
Who's looking forward to a good season?
Definitely.
Yeah, been a
good, strong season, guys.
bit of an adventure already.
It has been.
Shaping up to be a pretty interesting year, I'll say that much.
Yeah, a lot of things going on actually, and I'm keen to get this ramped up for the year.
Yes, let's get some hype, let's get some excitement behind this, and we'll start the season.
Thanks everyone for joining us.
Yes, hello guys, welcome. Any questions, feel free to ask. We'll do our best to answer them.
Chat's live, we're all
We'll
watching.
make something up.
Yeah, I'll check the chat every now and then. So if you got any questions while we're going, this is a good time for us to answer any of them.
All right, we might kick it off then, Garth.
Shall we start?
We shall start.
All right, guys. Welcome to the 2021 season of Speedsoft Australia SpeedQB Games. It's going to be a big year this year, big year. ARC's got 24 very excited teams ready to go, jumping at the bit to start competition. ARC's running a very cool format this year. We're going to run 2 divisions. We're going to have a Pro League and we're going to have a Division 1 league. So the Pro team's going to be 10 teams of guys, and then Division 1's going to be the remainder 14. And today we're going to do that draw to decide the competition for seeding as to who goes in what league.
Yeah, so just in regards to that, we saw a lot of growth. I guess year number 1 was proof of concept, getting the idea of how we're running this as a championship, teams getting locked in at the start of the season and committing to a full season, just like any other sport, really. And throughout that year, we saw a lot of interest get generated throughout the year. So we had a good indication that 2021 was going to see some good growth, and we'd already planned for the possibility of having 2, maybe 3 divisions this year. Europe are on the same track, so obviously again this year we're following their lead. They're definitely taking the lead with the growth and development of the sport, and they've decided we'll have a Pro League and First Division, and we're going to run both divisions the same format, same as last year. So there's no real big surprises for our guys that are coming back to compete again this year. But over in Europe, you might see a bit of a change in the Pro format. And again, we'll follow their lead and execute what we need to keep this unified around the world. So nothing too dramatic for anyone to worry about just yet.
No, it's definitely looking like the season's going to be massive. The amount of teams that have entered already, there's only way up.
Yeah, a lot of good teams, and even though we have a lot of new teams on the roster, they're not necessarily green. So
no, that's right. They've been.
You've got some very seasoned teams on the roster this year. Like Silverbacks, for example, are a very seasoned team. They've played a lot together, and
well, we did see the Silverbacks play in the first league there, and they played pretty hard. So it's good to see them come back in full strength.
There's going to be a good contest there, eh? That'll be a good team to play against.
There are a lot of teams that I'm looking forward to see take the field, actually, because there's a lot of young guns out there, and they're young, fit, fast, active. Clearly been following the format, and fans, SpeedQB, they're not that green, to be honest. They're throwing themselves around, and it's another season. Like last year was open to everyone, and we saw so many changes throughout the season, and it's going to be exactly the same this year. And it's open for anyone.
Anyone can take the title this year.
Yeah,
that's right. Guys, if you've got any questions, I'm on the live chat as well, so hit me up. Be able to answer any questions if you've got game rules, field layout, and all that kind of stuff as well. So Don't be shy.
Ask away. No such thing as a stupid question.
But from there, guys, I think
Unless you ask the same one twice.
We might kick it off and get straight back into the draw.
Let's not waste any time. Let's hook in.
Alrighty, let's have a look here.
Good. We'll talk about the field layout and a few little extras after the draw's done, guys. So,
all right. So this is for the Saturday event. First team.
So
on
the way
roster.
we're going to do this draw, the first team drawn will be playing Saturday. The second team drawn will be on the Sunday, alternating like that. So you can pick it up.
That's Hell's Joes. So quite a relatively new team. I've actually gone against them before in the was it the AGL. So it'll be good to see them play. All right, this is for the Sunday event, Division 2. And it looks like we've got fresh ops. So Division 2, they're fresh ops. Another relatively new team. They did play at Gel City. And they are keen for the goal. What was the name of this one again, Mark? This is a very new team. New Mead.
No, New Meta. M-E-A.
Oh, man. Okay, New Meta. Sweet. All right.
It took us a while to figure out how to read that one. What was it the name? New Meo?
Yeah.
New Leo?
Moving on. Oh, yeah. New Meta.
I'm here, my dog.
Eat my Joes.
Awesome.
All right, moving on to the next team.
They have got the coolest logo I have ever seen.
It is pretty dope.
They've got the, is it the vulture with the cigarette in its mouth?
They do.
Yeah.
Gel Ball Feb. So this draw is for the February qualifier event.
Yeah.
So this is to see who's playing Saturday, who's playing Sunday. You guys will all compete on that weekend, and the results of that whole weekend combined, all teams combined, will determine.
So that's Valhalla's Protectors.
Protectors. That will determine whether you've qualified for the pro division or the first division.
Oh, yeah, we'll recap that at the end. I'll go through all the names of who's on what side. And
Perfect.
It's just a question in the chat, mate.
that's cool.
All right, next team up is... what day are we on now, Garth?
Should be Sunday, hopefully.
Sunday.
So we're on to the Sundays. So we've got Wolfpack playing on Sunday. Wolfpack.
Back on the Sunday. The next one will be the Saturday team. It's Saturday the 13th, guys, and Sunday the 14th of Feb, so everyone knows.
And next we have Outcast.
Hey.
Good team. Very hard players, them.
Only putting one team for this year.
Yeah.
They're a hard team.
Our first,
very, very hard team to play.
Our first team of originals on the roster.
Let's hope we're not on the same day as them.
All right, next one we have MTK Raptors. Ooh. This is a team to look out for, guys. MTK Raptors, a very aggressive team. Very, very aggressive. All right, let's get it. So what day are we on to there? Sorry, Garth?
Next
Back to Saturday.
Again.
Back to Saturday.
Back to
All right,
Saturday.
guys. Valhalla's Protectors.
Ooh, the two Valhalla teams on the same day.
I think it's jacked up there for a sec, guys. I'll just
Yeah, I thought we had protectors.
saw that there, that the Valhalla's
Thought we did
keepers is on
protectors.
there. So we might
Did you maybe put the wrong artwork twice?
maybe I could have. We'll keep going through and we'll suss that out there in the end.
Yeah, we'll flag that as a
Yeah.
whoopsie daisy.
All right, guys. Next team coming up is
Sunday.
So we've just done protectors twice. So we'll scrap protectors. All right, Silverbacks.
Silverback.
Thanks for
They've
picking
been
that
keen
one, guys.
to get on this roster for a long time. Hey,
They
can't
did
wait
for
to get
all of last year, I think, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, Sam just said we've got them up 3 times.
Have a hard time.
Sorry, Sam.
Push, Sam.
Oh, the joys of going live.
These things
It's
happen.
our first time. Popping out cherry.
Yeah. Going all right, boys. We're going good.
All right, Gravediggers. Nice up-and-coming
Awesome.
team there, guys. They
That's
also
up to the team.
very keen for a win this season.
That was Saturday.
To be honest, I can't tell you one team who's not keen.
Oh, bro, actual, hey.
Oh, everyone's itching. Like people
Yeah,
are
man.
going, "Can we start now? Can we start now?" Like it's crazy, isn't it? So much excitement, so
Rampage,
much hype.
team from the Gold Coast. I'm actually keen to see these guys play. I haven't seen them yet.
No.
Actually, I got a song for them that I'd love to see them make a piece of content with. I was
Nice.
saving it for myself, but I might give it to them.
All right, closing in on the last few teams here. It's such a tease. It's like, just do it already. Oh, Midnight Kendo. Yes. All right, moving on.
That was for Saturday.
That's
the
a
13th,
Saturday
guys.
draw.
Next one's for Sunday.
I froze for a minute. I think I've missed the team.
Carnage Company. One of the OG teams,
Carnage.
Carnage Company.
Which day is this
Morgan
for?
and we are back. This is Sunday.
Carnage playing on
Alright.
Sundays.
Awesome.
Ricky Boys.
Very good.
Hey, Mark, I'm just looking at this. I don't think we've got Defiance in here either.
He left us out.
Oh God. What did we
One
say?
job, Gilly.
What did we say before the stream?
One
One job, mate.
One
job. I know, right?
Start
Well, you know what? You
three
should
times.
do the Protectors one. Do Valhalla's as Defiance, and that'll
That's
and that'll
alright,
sort
yep.
that out. Yeah. There you go, sorted.
Is there still one left up there? Is there still a Valhalla left on the screen?
Yeah, that's the keepers.
That's the one we'll keep as you.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, easy.
Oh, no.
Alright,
The one that we have keepers there, we'll put as Defiance. All right.
Yeah.
So you're on Saturday.
Alright, so the one that's still on the draw is Defiance. All right, cool.
The one that's still on there is the keepers. Cross
Yeah.
out the because
Alright.
Protectors came up twice.
Defiance is playing on Saturday.
Correct.
Demons are on Sunday.
Demons.
These guys are quick.
These guys, actually, there's so many
These guys
teams I
are-
want to watch.
Super.
Demons. These guys are keen. So keen.
Played against them a few times, and I can tell you what, they're
Yeah.
like lightning.
Very fast. Very, very fast.
They're very fast players, guys. Very fast.
All right.
Is
moving
it
on.
Demons that has the pistol guy, the ex-god, Pistol King?
Okay, so we've got 2 damage cards
No.
teams on there as
Oh,
well.
no.
And the first one that'll get drawn will be
Yeah, well,
A.
we've got an A and a B.
So here's keepers.
Yeah. All right, so they're on a Saturday anyway.
So Valhalla's keepers are going for a Saturday draw. Headhunters. Good bunch of blokes. Very good bunch of blokes. All right. Getting down to the last few now.
Yeah. What's that?
That's Aussie Elite by the looks of it. Aussie Elite. Ooh, reigning champions.
Oh,
To hold it down for the
champs.
new year. Right.
A lot of people are coming for that belt, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Lot of
coming for the
people.
Pikachu as well.
Oh, Pikachu's same with us. Wait for him.
So is Pikachu going on the line with us as well, is it?
Pikachu is one of those ones that's just everyone's fighting for, I think. All right, let's get through this. Just looking at the chats there. Everyone's... Sam, I know you want Pikachu back. You're not getting it, mate. Insidious.
Rumor has it Pikachu is going for a holiday during the week.
Yeah, where's he going?
He's heading up north.
He's Aussie Elite. Let's not get it twisted.
Oh, Anarchy.
Is that in Gideon's I see?
Hey, I saw Anarchy kicking off on Sunday, and I'm telling you that they are fired up this year, and I love seeing that energy.
Yes. The last three teams. So this is Damage Cartel A. Damage Cartel putting forward two teams.
Alrighty, Damage A.
On Sunday?
A Yakuza.
Right.
Oh, damage on damage.
That means damage.
Which leaves the last team there. I'll spin it just because I can.
Good. You know you want to.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't even select them. Dodge.
Hey, go.
Doing it.
And Damage Cartel B.
Alrighty. Sweet. So to recap the draw, guys, on the 13th of the 2nd, it's a Saturday at Sleeman's. We've got Hell's Jewels, New Meta, Ahala's Protectors, Outcast, Defiance, Gravediggers, Midnight Kendo, Kabuki Boys, Ahala's Keepers, Aussie Elite, Anarchy, and Yakuza. On Sunday, you've got Fresh Ops, Eat My Gels, Wolfpack, MKD Raptors, Silverbacks, Rampage, the Gold Coast team, Carnage, Demons, Headhunters, Insidious, and both the Damage A and B teams.
What a lineup.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I am keen to see this. Hey, guys.
Yeah, so it's going to be a good little lineup. So, as Mark was saying before, guys, this is just to get your placing for what group you're going to go into for the actual league. So, consider this like a tryout. Well, not a tryout, probably lack of a better word.
It's a qualifier. It's a qualifier.
Are you going to want to bring your A game? So, the top 5, I'm assuming, Mark, chime in when I'm wrong.
Yeah,
top 5 will go into the Pro League on the Sunday.
No.
The remainder 14 will go into the Division 1 League on the Saturday.
No.
I hope you got that right.
Don't listen to God.
Fingers crossed. Oh, ignore me.
Nah, ignore him. Send it, Mark.
So the idea was thrown around just
Is it on the points, Mark?
Yes.
Short
answer, yes. You can't hear me? Short. Can you hear me?
No, I don't think he can hear you. He's gone. Anyway, Mark, just send what you've got.
Oh, no.
I'm here, guys. I don't hear Mark.
No, that's all right. I'll relay whatever he's got to say. Mark, send what you've got to say about.
You can hear you, Mark. Cool. Okay, so basically, the idea was thrown around of putting our OG, our teams from the first season through to the pro. But with the quality of players that I saw coming to the roster, I figured the best way to handle this season was to start the competition before the competition actually began. So every time you take to the field this year, you all have to make it count, because even this first qualifier event, if you don't leave it all on the field, this is where you see if you fit in as a pro and get to call yourself a member of the pro league for the year or first division. So I just really thought it was a great idea to start the competition before the competition starts and have that follow through all season. We've got a really big announcement to make soon, but I can't just yet, which is just a tease. I don't know why I mentioned it, but every time you take to the field this year will count. So the way we're going to do it is it will be a round robin. We'll have our schedule of how many games I know we can get through in a day. Both Saturday and Sunday will compete the same amount of times, and I will tally all of those points together, and based on your position from that event, the top 10 will become pro, and the remaining 14 teams will sit in Division 1.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so you want to make sure that you're not mucking about. Go hard or go home.
Sorry, Noddy.
Sorry,
Noddy. Sorry, just reading the chat. Yeah, honestly, all year, every time you take to the field, you want to bring it and make it count. I'm telling you now, there's more to come. But like I said, this first event, it's just a qualifier. People could go, oh, yeah, I'm just coming along. It's just a warm-up, but it counts even now. If you want to be a pro, go hard. And if you're not too bothered, then have fun and be happy with where you sit. But I'm telling you, I'm betting my left nut that everyone wants to be able to
everyone wants to be on the pro league, guys.
Sorry guys,
Sure,
I just I knocked my monitor off, so I've lost the OBS. I had one job and I've just ruined it, so we're just going off the chat now. Look,
it's okay. Are you able to
yeah, they can still hear us.
Are you able to fix that up, or
let's have a look. Just going off the chat.
You need to fire your IT guy.
Yeah, I reckon.
Hey, we're getting there.
There we go, boys. I see you back up on the live now. We're back in business.
Are we there? We're there?
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
Woo! Don't touch anything, Richard. Hands off.
It's all good. It's all good.
Someone turn the stream down.
Stream turned down. I can turn the stream down a little bit. You probably won't be able to hear us though, but how's that, guys?
Quite loud.
I'm new to this.
Mark, let's talk.
That's okay. It's
field layout.
Bound to happen a few more times in the year.
That's right.
Just get used to it now.
It's all right. I think that's the main thing.
About the field layout, dude, or?
Yeah, no problem at all. Gilly, are you able to? Do you have any chance to bring that field layout by any?
Give me a second. I don't want to lose this whole thing. Just tell me if it drops out, okay?
Yeah, man.
Sure.
We're not going to
got
tell
about
you.
54 people that'll tell us pretty quick.
Yeah. All right. Did you email it to me, bro?
Yeah, I did.
I'll just bring up my email.
Yeah, well, while we're waiting for this, guys,
lock the scenes, Gilly.
That's
No, we're still good. We're still good. It's all right.
Yeah, still up there.
Okay,
Great question from Tinkerbell. Can you tell us what days each division will be playing on throughout the season? Yeah, Kendo Lupo. So, Division 1 will be playing Saturday for the whole season. Saturday dates, and Pro will be on our Sundays. Gives us plenty of time to set things up throughout our Saturday, test things like this, so we don't have any problems on Sunday when we take our content around the world. so the rest of the Speed QB community can get their dose of entertainment. They're looking forward to having something to consume themselves. I know what it's like when you're at an event. You don't really get to take it in. We all go home and watch Europe. So now we get to repay the favor, I guess.
All right, guys.
There we go.
If you look on screen now,
you need to shrink it a bit, mate.
I'm all over.
There we
go. All right. So this is the current field layout that we've got.
Check out that field, guys.
So many of you have probably seen, but this is the EU layout, and like we did last year, we're following their lead. Our whole aim is to unify the sport globally, and with teams from Australia going over there to compete. At least when you arrive at Real Strike Arena, you'll feel like you're at home. You won't be having to pick something up on the day. You'll have had a chance to run the field, and I really like the thought that's gone into this field, and it's going to change everything up. From everything you learned from last year, just throw it out the window. Which is going to make qualifier difficult because everyone's figuring things out on the fly. So I like it in the sense that we've got some good teams. There's no advantage for teams who were with us last year, and this will really show who's able to think on their feet and execute.
That's it. Hey, exactly. The way the field is now, it's very tight. There's a good little snake section there, and there's some smaller Doritos put in now, isn't there?
Yeah, so the field is a lot more compact towards the center. So this is for a few reasons. A, it gets you to run a lot more from the breakout. There'll be so much more action on the breakout. There's no more camping at the back. If you want cover, you're going to have to run for it, which is going to be difficult for some of our big guys, but less camping, a lot more action. I think a lot more will happen on the breakout. It's
going to be a lot
and this
faster.
Also help. It'll also help other fields around the world who have a little bit of a smaller space where they can at least implement a portion of the field, I guess you could say, and still be part of that unification. Yeah, I like I said, I've been saying.
Just looking at the chat.
Where are you gonna be, decoys? Someone's got someone's name already.
Yeah.
So I was saying this towards the end of last year. I had a heads up of the field, and I see this really as a pistol heavy field, which is good timing for the M4 adapters coming out, stuff like that too.
Make sure you guys hit up Pure Pure Industries. Shout out to Adam. He's the one that's hooked everyone up with those. So if you're looking to step up your pistol game, make sure you grab one of those adapters off him. Also, on another note, with helping out, guys, if you want to give us a hand setting up and packing up and stuff like that, we would appreciate that so much. The community's there to help us out, and that's what keeps us going.
We really need it, to be honest. Not all of you know, but I had a heart attack a week and a half ago. So without help, it just can't happen.
That's right.
Really, it was like I like the community. I like the community involvement. It's not just about you guys coming to compete. It's about really being involved to help.
Question.
Deliver something for yourselves.
Spectators, are they able to come down this time?
So we're not opening the grandstand. We'll see how we go for February. Just leave that with me. So there are still COVID restrictions, but they're not hurting us too much at the moment. And I have spoken to Sleeman about it. Depending on numbers, we should be able to cater to some spectators. But just I'll pass this information on through the captain's chat, and I'll make a post as we get closer to the event. It's looking like it, yes, is the short answer.
Yeah. Noddy just said, take it easy, bro. Don't stress, Marky.
I have to. So. But yeah, lots of help. Like we had lots of help last year. So all of this is a community effort.
It is.
You know, just have 2 members from each team committed to helping, then we got 14, 24, 12 teams each day. It's 24 people that makes light work. We all just grab a bunker or 2 each, and it's done pretty quick.
Right, if it's people from each team, then you'll have it set up and packed up in no time, eh?
We love this community too,
Yeah.
Mr. Schmidt. They're all responsible for building this. What it is, it's not someone giving it to you. Like, I'm just a host, to be honest, and you guys have built this community and continue to develop it into what it is. And I'm glad that everyone has a chance to say
Sam,
that they help build it.
Have a look at that last message Sam just wrote up there.
Have a look at what's saying, but you need. Oh,
Man, everyone's into me about the Coke. My cholesterol, no, my sugar levels are good. Piss off about the Coke. I'm fucking sick of hearing about the Coke. The durries, though, that's another thing I gotta play off
ciggies,
them.
man, that's all good about.
Put the ciggy down. Look, Steven's into me as well, and Steven from Gelsoft Australia is sending me messages as well.
Oh man.
But yeah. So
oh lordy.
Back to this layout. So I see the perspex side quite open, to be honest. We got our. So if you look, I'll look at the blue side of the field, right? In parallel with that blue X is our large bunkers. I think I'm going to cut them down a little bit. I think they're a little bit too large for this field, so I might shrink the width of them. But that's pretty much your first bit of decent cover. So you can see you got to run close to maybe 10 meters there. There's about 10 meters from each side that people have to run before they can get any sort of decent cover. Then you got about another 10 meters of good gameplay, like into the X there. So if you want to hit the perspex, you're going to have to run. And I could see someone running from that breakout to in front of the 2 L's down the bottom of the screen and just sliding for that U.
Yeah, it makes
I could see a big break.
A lot harder for people to run straight for that flag too.
Yeah. There's no straight line for that flag.
Yeah, and it's just there's no cover for it.
3 obstacles to get around before you can even think about getting near it. The L's are.
I see a lot of sweeps happening. A lot of sweeps coming from the snake.
Yeah, I don't know. So we saw a lot of fast breaks last year. I don't know if anyone will really have that much of an opportunity with this field.
Yeah,
I'm just excited to see. We can't say much until we see it happen.
No, that's right.
That's the beauty of all this. We can sit here and have a guess. For me, I see it as a really low field.
It is, yeah, definitely.
Little short shots from cover to cover. I don't see this as any opportunity really to take big runs. So I'm really interested to see how people play this. I like the snake where you can break from the snake there into the Twin Mountains. I think that's going to be a really hard side of the field to play. A lot of action will be over that side, I'm pretty sure.
Those perspex worked really well in that last game that we did as well. So that's good to see that that's back again.
Yeah, that finals, that was beautiful. People gravitated towards that section of the field.
Yeah.
Naturally, so it should do it again this year with this field layout, that's for sure.
I think it's one of those things you either love it or hate it. But those that love it are going to find it hard to get there, and they're a lot more exposed this year. Straight across from that Twin Mountain, you're going to have to be tucked in real tight. You're just really exposed there. There's nowhere to go. If you're in there, you need to be utilizing that spot to call out for the rest of your teams, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those spots where you're going to have an advantage on the whole field where you can see everyone's position. Because that's what I felt last time we played that spot.
Yeah. Definitely. So what do we got next on the list, Garthy boy?
All right, so we've got the field layout we're going to quickly talk about, and we've done that. I believe we were going to have a bit of a chat about the FPS limit, Mark, where you're removing the FPS limit of 350, and we're focusing more on accuracy.
Yeah, so this is something it's just a conversation. I know there are two trains of thought in the community. Some people think when we have a feet per second limit, everyone wants to push the boundary. They want the most that they can get. And some people think they need to push high feet per second so people feel their hits, but people feel their hits. And I think it's really more important. So basically, short answer, yes, we're getting rid of the feet per second limit. Yeah. It's a waste of time. And
don't take that as an indication to go and get a 400 plus blaster.
To be honest, I see it like this. I thought of going one of two ways. I was either going to remove the feet per second limit, or I was going to set a low one. It helps you and it helps us also with reffing. I thought about lowering it just to save you guys from yourself, because accuracy is everything in this. If you're trying to peg someone the size of like a sandwich plate, a side plate, just poking out from a bunker from 10 to 20 meters away, you really need accuracy, not the feet per second. And we saw some dramas from people that are pushing the feet per second limit, where just because you're pointing your barrel at someone doesn't mean you're shooting at them, because you can't inside of a barn half the time.
Yeah, that's right.
Marvelous perf feature these gels have got, haven't they?
Sam's just
sorry.
These gels, when you're shooting higher feet per second, they can curve quite nicely.
Yeah, mostly at the last minute. Also, you can get so much out of it, but then dynamics catch it up with it and sends it all over the joint. Well done, Sam, for running 220. Yeah. That's really good. I know a few people that were running like stock blasters and could get it.
Well, that's it,
bang
man.
on. If you
can have all the gear but still have no idea.
Hitting hard. It's all about, hitting your target. So that's what it comes down to.
Hell's Gels decoy. For sure, I want to see a shotgun. Yeah. For sure. You'll become my favorite player if I see you running a shotgun. I saw another question here from Sam. Is everything leading up to the finals at the end of the year, or will each event be a mini comp as well? No. So it'll be the same as last year. Every event throughout the year is a seeding round. So your points accumulate throughout the season, and the results of those seeding rounds gives you your position on the ladder throughout the season. So where you finish on the ladder at the end of the season determines who you play. For those of you who just played on Sunday at the Battle Royal, it's the same thing. Your points accumulate throughout seeding round, and the top 8 will qualify for the grand final. A little bit different for pro, I guess. But where you've placed on that ladder throughout the seeding rounds will determine who you play. So the better off you place throughout the seeding rounds gives you a better chance of taking out the championship, because first on the ladder will play 8th, second plays 7th, third plays 6th, fourth plays 5th. So it just gives you the best shot on the day of the grand final to be there at the end and holding that belt above your head.
And also,
so you need to make it count.
Got to remember that if you are in the top 3, there's the potential to be boxed down into the Division 2, and the top 3 from Division 2 could possibly bump up into Pro Division. So you got to make sure that you're playing hard all the time, so you don't get dropped down into that second category.
Yeah, so that is how we'll run the bottom 3 from Pro for next season. The bottom 3 from Pro will be demoted, I guess. And the top 3 from First Division have worked hard enough to earn their shot to go into Pro. So there's only one shot to have this qualifier chance. So wherever you land now, same deal again. It counts, because next year we won't have a qualifier if we have the same teams returning.
That's going to be for the 2022 roster, Mark, you're saying?
That's good.
Yeah. So if all of our roster...
Right, not this one, next year.
Yeah, next year. So if all of our teams join us again 2022, then the guys that were in pro automatically will be in pro, bar the bottom 3 from this season. They'll drop down to first. They need to fight their way back in. It's just an ongoing thing as a team. You know, just you might have certain individuals in your team, but I see these teams as long-term things where you grow. You'll have new people coming in, and you know, your older boys dropping down to coach and manage teams. There's a lot of opportunities there.
Well, I hear Gilly, you're just busted.
I'm just busted. Yeah. Old and busted.
I hear the kid is not too far away from hanging the boots up.
Yeah, I think this might be the kid's last season. There he goes.
Yeah.
Take on a management role. Is everything finalised on the day? I don't understand your question, Sam. And I think, and Trick, just to confirm, yes, we are getting rid of the feet per second limit. We don't need it. It's just another thing on the day that we don't need to worry about.
So you won't have to worry about getting your blasters chronoed or anything like that?
No.
Just with your question, Sam, are you referring to results for the day being done on the day or anything in particular? Just let us know what you're actually asking there, mate.
Yeah.
It confused us.
Yes.
Penalties. Everyone's favourite things.
Sorry?
This year, are you going to be bringing in the visual cards for penalties, like a yellow or a red system?
Yes.
So as a visual indicator to help people with scoring, so they understand why they haven't scored the full amount, but they've scored less. It's because they've got a penalty.
Yes. So that was something we saw out at Hardcore, and we recognised that people really did need that visual cue to know that a penalty had been imposed. So we brought that in last 2 events of last season. We had a yellow and a red card. So yeah, it's definitely an element that's useful. Nighty. It's definitely a useful element, A, for the players, and B, for spectators, people watching, just to know, okay, something's happened here on the field. Not just to guess whether we've applied a penalty. It's a visual cue that, yes, definitely a penalty's applied there.
Oh, sweet as.
Sweet. Also, I just want to make mention of the penalties and stuff like that. We're actually introducing a player profile. So your penalties will be counted towards your player profile. So throughout the season, if you receive X amount of things, it'll come up with your stats as well. So if you've hung a flag, you'll get flag stats and elimination stats and all those kinds of things as well. It's something that we have in the works. So look out for that, guys.
Yes. Another couple of questions. The questions are going pretty nuts here. So, Sam, the scores, penalty standings.
Sam's asked a question. I think you're addressing the one that Sam's asked.
I am, Garth. Sorry to cut you off.
I was going to raise a bit. Yeah. No, you're all right. I was just jumping over top of you. How rude. But, Sam's just asked if the scores and penalties and standings decisions made on the day of final.
Yes.
I guess that's one for you to answer, Mark.
Yeah, yes is the short answer. So we
walk out on the Sunday, the scores are final, you can't cop anything else.
Yeah, that's true. We did have one incident last season where something came to light after the fact, and I think
video referees.
It was actually. So look, it was all a learning curve. Proof of concept last year. I never hosted a sport or an event before, so we learned some things. The short answer is yes. Whatever decisions and findings are made on the day will stand, and we won't be coming back if anything new comes to light, I guess. Yeah. It's done on the day, and it's dusted. Leo's
just asked a question
Rick's
about
got a good
stats.
one there for you, Mark.
So with those stats, Leo, they should be relatively
What's the
easy.
Question? What's the question, mate?
He's just asked, will the players' stats be hard to keep track of? Shall we introduce them to what we've we're implementing, or keep it a little bit of a secret until?
I will just keep that for the live. Yeah, we'll keep that.
Yeah, we'll
because
keep that one.
we don't have it across the line yet.
Yeah.
So for us, it's a lot more paperwork, but I think it's an interesting element add for you guys. Yeah, we have
to keep track of players that are constantly infringing or things along those lines.
Yeah, I just want to go back to Trick. He's asked if we're keeping the barrel-to-barrel rule this season. We do. Of course, definitely. Exchanges were a big hole that we needed to fill, and that's been extended. So there's been a little bit more added on to the exchange rule. So, yes, what stays, but as you know, we had to make decisions on how far that gets drawn out for. Because it's easy barrel to barrel, but then there's 1 meter exchange, there's a 2 meter exchange, and we had to make decisions based on exchanges at distance, so to speak. So yes, that's a new inclusion in the rules. Thanks to John Wallace, who's helped us
John's
put together a really
work there as well. Thanks, John.
Yeah, a really in-depth set of rules, which. Look, it's hard to get people to read 4 pages. There's 30-page rule book coming, which is
very, very clear examples in those rules too, guys, as well.
It's really in depth, and it's more to cement the legitimacy of everything. Yeah, uphold the integrity, and it's foundation laying for a really strong future. So I suggest that you read it. I don't think you have to. There's a lot of things in there for officials and stuff like that. There are some people that love rules. Part of it's to form training for refs in the future as well. So as far as the rules go, not too much changes. It's just a lot more in-depth explanation in there with photos and examples of what is allowed, what's not allowed.
With photos.
Yeah. Actually, and then someone else has asked about photographers. So what's the go there, Mark? Are we allowed videographers?
Slump, you can hit us up personally. So we have a photographer and videographer if there's something specific that people are looking for, and particularly if it's a commercial interest, just hit us up personally and we'll see what we can do. We do have some restrictions. We do have some opportunities, and it's just a matter of having a chat about it. We'll see what we can do. Short answer, no. Don't just turn up with a video crew and a photographer, because we can't have the field crowded. But if you have something in mind, just hit me up.
So just going to answer Decoy's question there.
Sam, you're a dickhead.
With the player cards, we will actually have something quite similar. If you reference a baseball game, they will be sort of the same kind of ways like that.
You guys really want these cards?
It'll be a future thing, though. we're working on it.
We will have the ability to. Let me put it that way. So, actually, for this qualifier, if you can, please. I know that not everyone is bringing their full pool, but. Please bring as many as you can. Obviously, you'll have wristbands for the teams that you've submitted from your pool. But if you can all come, we will be taking headshots at the first event of every player on the roster. I think we have 172 players on the registered this year. So if you can come on your respective day, that's Saturday and Sunday, we want to take headshots, which we'll have the ability to make these cards. I remember people taking the piss out of Gelsoft Australia for making cards. And you guys actually want it, so...
Yeah, it's a cool idea. I reckon that we should definitely implement that.
There'll be stats, so they could be quite interesting, actually, and then see who becomes a star. Maybe we'll get some with gold foil and shit.
Yeah, get the holographic ones going.
You've got to have hair, mate.
A shinies. If you get my card, it's a rare one.
I'm only doing one of me, but no one fucking want it anyway, I guess. I'm not even a player, so. Sam, Are you allowed to bring a plush toy mascot onto the field? Just a hypothetical question. Like a Pikachu?
Like a Pikachu.
You can, but if you take hits in it and you don't feel it, you're going to get reamed.
Yeah, watch out for that.
Pikachu's going to get red card, mate.
Hit, yeah, if you get hit in Pikachu and you don't call the hit straight away, it's a 25-point penalty. Time for a haircut.
Poor old
Yes,
Pikachu.
Collector cards. Yeah, Shorty, we'll get some collector cards, don't you worry.
I'm happy to do everyone's makeup. Good on you, Shorty.
Oh, I might even... Nah, sorry, Sam, I don't have my Gengar out there. Sorry, dude. I'd have to run downstairs
Mark,
and get him.
do you want to touch on the globals by chance?
Yeah, sure. So...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll go for it.
Well, you can go for it. I
Go
talked a lot. No,
So
don't
this year, guys, they, as you know, Aussie Elite last year won the competition, so they received an invite to the globals over in Europe this year. I believe it's this year, COVID pending. They're doing the same again for this year, I believe.
So the globals are set to be hosted in October, which is a bit shit for us because we already have 2 events in October. So the globals are in between, but it makes it tough. So yeah, Aussie Elite, being our champions from last year, have automatically qualified, and we'll be doing everything we can this year as an organisation ourselves, but I already know of members of the community that are looking to do everything they can to help contribute and make that a little bit easier for the Aussie Elite guys. They've already said
there'll be
one way or another they're going, but I think it's really we got a few fundraising opportunities happening in the background, but yeah, we really want to. It's really important that Australia.
Pretty sure it was fans only, wasn't it?
It came up in the chat.
I'm not going to subscribe to the fans only channel.
Yeah.
and the announcement that we didn't make.
See what Tommy comes up with.
The kissing booth. Sleeman have catering service. I have their contact details. I'm going to ask if they mind if we put on a barbecue at our events, just like we do at the 3v3, really. Take what you need and leave what you can, really. We want everyone to, we don't want anyone to be hungry, but if you're aware that all of this sort of stuff will be fundraiser, send our Aussie representation over, then maybe people will dig deep. Same deal. I know that there's a couple of teams that, well, most teams are sponsored, but it's come to me that as a suggestion that maybe some of these sponsors might be able to throw in for raffles or something like that. And I said teams should take care of that themselves, really. The other thing about the globals,
teams should have with their sponsors.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. But really nice sentiment to hear be thrown out there as an idea for other teams wanting to help other teams get over there, just to really contribute to.
Right. I think as a community, we should all rally behind.
Yeah,
definitely.
And just get them there, just to have them there.
For sure.
Imagine tuning into one of their live streams and you see our lot go on the field.
It will happen.
In itself would be a kick.
I'll move heaven and earth to see this happen. But in regards to the globals, there's another really exciting announcement, which I don't think I've made official. Not only did we have one slot secured as guaranteed representation, we have 2 slots. Australia have 2 guaranteed positions in the globals and an invite. So we were given the opportunity to decide how we would choose our second team to represent over there, and I've decided to make that another community effort, and we're going to go with
best and fairest, wasn't it?
Looking for our best and fairest players. We're going to put an Aussie all-star team together.
Yeah.
So those players that represent the community well, really chip in, just the all-round best and fairest. If they're representing our country, they need to be the best people, the best, not necessarily the best players, just the best contributors to this community, to go over to Europe,
people with good attitudes
and show that, well, look, we're Aussie, and
we play hard.
So that's a good opportunity for everyone, actually. Any individual to come out and shine
to every team,
just as a good person. That's not even teams; that's individuals. If you shine, if you stand out as someone who is a best and fairest player within the community, then you're going to be invited to be on this team. And same deal, we're going to contribute to getting that Aussie All-Star team over there too.
Sam, yeah, man, you're eligible, bro.
I was going to say no. No one likes him. So just to touch on one more thing, Mark, in relations to having a working bee to bring some barriers and bunkers back up to standard for the new season.
I'm not ready to call that yet, but
Not ready to do that one yet?
Oh, well,
if you want
I don't have a date to give. I haven't bought materials yet, but I'll
It's on the cards though, yeah.
100% it is. So this week I'll be getting everything brought to my house, and I will be through the captain's chat asking if people can come and lend a hand. We'll revive the bunkers for the new year. Might be building some new stuff, not too hard work. Lining some more bunkers with ply, just touching up, fresh liquor paint, maybe put some color in there, some branding. I'll put on a Barbie. But yeah, that bit of help will really be needed because I can't even lift my children, to be honest. I'm not allowed. So we're getting really close. Someone said, someone said, I think it was Maddie, told us exactly how many days away we are, which is really bad news. 18 days to go.
Yeah,
18 days.
So close.
Yeah,
that makes me nervous because the clock starts to tick. Less than 3 weeks. So yeah, anytime in the next. Oh, look, I should probably try and push for this weekend, which means we have another weekend to tidy up last minute bits and things, and the third weekend from there we're competing. So I'll hit you up in the captain's chat. But yeah, if anyone's willing and able, I'd love to see many hands again helping us out to get ready for the new year.
Yeah.
Everyone walks in. Hi. Hi. If we go over to Europe, I'll definitely be asking for a, oh, yeah.
That's standard.
It's wouldn't be right without it.
Do we have anything else?
Oh, that's the talking points that we had.
Yeah.
Something you guys brought up that I'm terrible for this, and you guys did bring it up in one of our video chats. I started writing things down. I need to give a shout out to our sponsors. I'm terrible at it.
Yes.
So Fire Apparel are joining us again this year, and we had a really good meeting. They're awesome company to partner with. I love seeing the excitement that they get from being involved in this demographic, their freedom of artistic expression. And I think we could take this globally as well if we got some European team watching and they want a nice custom jersey that doesn't have the bulkiness of paintball. Hit us up and we'll put you in touch with our partner. But they're keen to do a lot to help contribute. There'll be a few things we collaborate on. Same deal for helping get our Aussie teams over there and representing. They're just a really great bunch of guys, really behind us, back with us again, and their support has grown this year. So shout out to Fire and thanks for everything you do. And hopefully with these live streams, stuff like this year, we can really represent our sponsors better. The Mod Pit are back with us again. Benny's been massive support for us. dug his hands in his pocket, and he was our first financial sponsor, actually. And he's been there, a solid ref for us every event. He's been one of the few that we could count on, event after event after event. I want to give a shout out to Chris Superdad from the Battlefields. He's been there from day dot. He's not a sponsor of the event, but he really needs a shout out as a sponsor because he's been our head ref since day dot, and he's closed down his field on the days we operate to come and ref for us. So that's a really big sacrifice, and get behind the Battlefields and support them. GBU are coming on as a sponsor this year. They've really done a lot in the background to help support and further the sport. We'll be working together a lot this year, so pleased to announce GBU as a new sponsor on board this year. Need any parts, go and see them. Need a blast, I go see them. HPA, not either Stig.
Joe Ball
Hit
Stig.
him up. Yeah.
All HPA gear, if you are keen on getting on that train. He's a wizard.
Yeah, he's your man. Yeah, he's your man, to be honest. Anything HPA, he is the guy. Which leads me into Monk Customs. They're another sponsor, and if you don't know, I Monk Customs Australia. Working on a lot of things there, but even being that, like, Monk Customs has to be the best of the best, and Noddy is my guy. So if you need anything in between us doing anything there, I can only recommend Noddy as the guy to go to. We have Bunker Kings. I like the name, to be honest. It just fits well. We don't have a deal in place, but I like Bunker Kings, and we're happy to be able to promote them and work together. Like I said, the exact details I don't know just yet, but I'm really happy to have Bunker Kings on board and be able to associate with a brand name like that. And that's it for sponsors. There might be some opportunities coming up. I won't talk about it on the live. We have some corporate opportunities coming, but we'll hit people up specifically or take inquiries about that. If you have a sponsor that would like to explore any opportunities, we're happy to field those inquiries.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think we might wrap it up there then, hey? Unless we had anything else to
2021. Woo-hoo.
touch on.
Yeah.
No, just we got the draw out, guys, so everyone knows what day they're playing on. We'll get this up on the Facebook page for who's on what day by tomorrow. So with that in mind, if everyone can get their rego forms in, Mark,
yes,
get that in. And if you haven't done all your players' insurance forms, they have to get into Mark as well, I believe.
Yeah, so we have up until the day to get your individual insurance forms in, the hard copy. That's no big problem. All of that's been finalised, but registration for this next event needs to happen pretty quickly, actually, because we're less than 2 weeks to have that all finalised. So we've done the draw. We've considered you all as confirmed, so let's just finalise it and get some things done and hook in for the new year.
2021 has begun. Let's start the season now. Let's go.
Yeah, it's going to be a stupid season. Last year was good, but it's just up another level, I think, this year.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think you've raised the bar, Mark. You've definitely got the bar and you've raised it, mate. So well done and congratulations. Very successful.
Oh, thanks to everyone who's part of helping that happen.
Yeah.
I will check that slump. Currently impacting. Oh, I think I saw that. That's no problem. I'll hit you up straight after this. It's no problem at all, man. It's just a little bit of paperwork. I'll hit you up shortly. But yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
First, behind the mask. I think this is something that we'll run with in the future, whether we use it as a regular podcast or just some way where we can explain what's happening in our season and
get the word out to the community.
Let's debrief after every event. Perhaps, Mark, we can sit down and just turn the laptops on and just shoot the breeze for half an hour at the end of each event.
I'd like to thank both of you guys for helping me out here. Thanks for putting all this together, Gilly. Gilly, you put in hours and hours, and Gilly will be our face. He's gonna be our commentator.
Left, Gilly.
Yeah.
Gilly's gonna be our commentator and the face of everything for the new season. So thank you very much for that.
Also, just want to make a little
something that you touch on, Mark, about the broadcasting for the event.
Yeah, sure.
The Pro League on the Sunday is the one being streamed.
Yeah, we're going to use Saturday as our day to set up, so we're not rushed, and we can do some testing. And I think the pros need to shine, so that's how we can differentiate at the moment. I do know there's discussions of way of differentiating, but like I said, Europe is going to take the lead with that, and this will be a year of proof of concept for them. The way we're going to differentiate is that we make our Pro League the stars by them being the event that we broadcast, and really going heavy on team profiles and stuff like that. So this is where we want to turn some teams into stars and players into stars. So work hard to become a pro and
on that note too, I would like to get some interviews happening with some of the team captains and stuff like that after each match, just to give a little breakdown of how they played throughout the game and stuff like that would be good.
Yeah, we'll be working on a few things like that. During the event, we'd like to get some
interviews.
Some interviews and stuff like that. Garth, thanks for driving this podcast.
No worries.
I've spoken a lot, but I really couldn't drive it. So
that's all right. Happy to help. I just wanted to touch on one more thing real quickly. That the Saturday league games, the Division 1 game, if anyone's interested in trying their hand at becoming a ref, that's the league or the division to try. If any of you guys out there watching this wanted to try a hand at reffing, reach out to Mark or to John, and they can guide you and assist where needed.
Yeah. We're keen to take on.
It's important to have a really good ref base.
Yeah, that's another announcement. It's not confirmed, but we are in the works. I've been in touch with and had a meeting with a referee organization. So I believe they'll be coming to check us out on this qualifier event just to see in person what it is we do. But they're really keen to get involved. So the Pro League, at least, we're looking at have some quite professional refs. It will be a whole nother level with the reffing, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is needed.
Very animated refs.
Yeah, they'll come with some really useful skills and experience, actually.
No bullshit approach too.
No bullshit. They won't. They will not take shit.
Drag you off by the scruff of your neck. You're out.
That's it.
Yeah. We'll cover a lot of this stuff, what we expect from the community and the teams on our roster at the actual event. But, come with behaviour and these refs won't be taking any shit.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, boys.
Sweet guys,
I think we've done pretty good.
Thank you very much.
The first of the breakout behind the mask. So see everyone in 18 days.
18 days, Jesus.
The first game. So hurry up and get those rego forms into Mark. And let's make this season crazy, big, huge, epic.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for hosting. Catch you down the line.
See you all next time on Behind the Mask. Peace.
Later.